Hello everyone, this is Professor Hill. It's a short video for our class, Introduction to Ethics, Philosophy 2306 here at St. Philip's College. This is the online version of the class for the fall 2018 semester. And we just had an assignment that was due last night, Wednesday the 17th. Today's Thursday the 18th, oh my gosh, of October 2018. And so I'm grading the assignments now, the 500-word essays that got turned into the discussion, making sure you also went through and read and looked at some of the other contributions by your classmates and contributed to at least two of those, commented on them anyway. And again, most people have got this all sorted out, and we figured it out, and we're doing well. Now, again, the case we had last time was with the Nash family, and there was extraordinarily complicated issues raised by that. But it fit in well with where we are in our textbook. We're looking at chapters 4, 5, and 6 of Doing Ethics by Lewis Vaughn, our textbook. And the assignment for yesterday, last night, was based on chapter 5 and applying it to that case study about the Nash family. We're now moving on to chapter 6 in our textbook. And as we've seen, this is going to be the non-consequentialist side of this, the deontology side of this. This is people that are going to say, look, in terms of moral theories, in terms of deciding what's right and wrong, how to determine what's good and bad, what to do, that there are rules and principles at play, and that we need to reason these out and then apply them. And sometimes we're going to do that when we know the consequences and we don't like the consequences, but we need to follow the rules anyway. So we're going to spend some time talking about Immanuel Kant. We're going to spend some time talking about Thomas Aquinas, philosophers who developed this side of that balance. We've been talking about consequentialism and non-consequentialism. That's what chapter 4 set up, this kind of divide. And chapter 5 looked first at the consequentialist piece. Now we're going to look at the non-consequentialist piece. And this, again, strikes people as being kind of common sense or intuitive in some situations. I'd previously mentioned the example of finding the wallet. You know, you find a wallet and it's stuffed full of cash and you're thinking to yourself, yay, this is great. It's a bonus for me. But then you open it up and there's a driver's license and a business card and lots of identification. And now you know who it belongs to. You know how to reach them. And you think to yourself, the right thing to do is to call the owner and return the money to them. Even though that's going to cut against your direct interest, sticking the money in your pocket, you're going to think, no, look, the right thing to do in this situation is to follow that rule. I should return this money. It's not mine. That's at the heart of non-consequentialist or deontological thinking, in terms of the fact that there are some principles, some rules that we need to sort out what they are and then apply them as we go through life. So, look, we'll spend more time doing that. But I want to start off with an interesting, just kind of example that you're going to get right away into our chapter, which is this concept about lying. Now, I can tell you, I have a young son, and I teach him, do not lie. Lying's wrong. He says, yes, sir, I will not lie. Now, there's going to be times when he wants to lie because it's in his best interest to lie, but I'm going to want him, even knowing that there might be negative consequences for him, to do the right thing, tell the truth, don't lie. Now, Kant is going to say that this is a basic principle, and we're going to talk about why he determines this, how he gets to that point. And we're going to talk about categorical imperatives. We're also going to get into the difference between a perfect duty and an imperfect duty. But just starting with this issue about lying, I want you to think to yourself, do you believe that? Do you believe that it's always wrong to lie? Are there any situations that you can think of or you can imagine where you think to yourself, well, maybe it's not just it's the easier thing to do or it's going to get me off the hook or out of a jam or some trouble, but where it might be the morally correct thing to do, even the virtuous thing to do, is to lie. Think about that. I'll circle back to that and we'll talk about some examples tomorrow of people that say maybe that example fits into that. So that's where we are. Get to work reading the next chapter, and I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.